Hello guys, it's time live reaction of this video called Reborn Chapter 6 My Little Pony Dark Sad Fanfiction reading Final. This is the final chapter. The final destiny. The final reaction of this series. Of this reading series. Well, let's get this reaction started. In 3, in 2, in 1, go. The following story contains mild language and consists of I'm not gonna read it. Fuck it.
She was gone. My one and only sister was gone. But at the same time, she was free. The fact that I had
remember that she's free.
Life of murder and corruption made me feel good. But at the same time, I couldn't help but feel terrible. I had killed Absentia, Rainbow Dash, and countless other innocent victims, making me a horrible pony. I had once been converted into a ruthless monster, all because of this goddamn.
Are you gonna quit suicide now?
It made every pony here into some pony else, some pony they swore to never become. This factory had to be destroyed. It had claimed too many victims.
How are you gonna destroy the factory?
I stood from Rainbow Dash's limp body, staring down at the other workers, each of them staring at me with mixed expressions. Some were shocked, some were happy. Others had anger on their faces, which I guess were the eldest workers at the factory. If I dared to even navigate through the crowd of workers, I'd be killed on the spot. Therefore, I had to give them some motivation. I knew what I had to do to motivate the workers. The Pegasus device was the heart of this factory. So to kill the factory, I had to destroy what gave it life.
How?
What I had to do to convince the workers, though, made me feel dirty, as I ripped the badge from Rainbow Dash's blood-soaked uniform and stuck it to mine, walking closer to the still bars where I was visible to every pony.
You killed the Overmare!
Spoke a worker from among the large crowd. I had to convince them, so I gave my best intimidating expression and spoke as if I were speaking to Rainbow Factory Dash in her dying moments.
Shut up!
I commanded, pointing out my hoof. Surprisingly, the worker listened as I continued to speak. I'm the Overmare now, and if any of you have got a problem with that, too bad! Now listen up, and listen good. Unless any of you want to die a death of your body being shredded to nothing by large metal shards, evacuate the factory immediately. This is not a drill. The device you stand before will explode in 10 minutes.
What sort of explosions are you gonna plant?
But slowly erupted into a mix of applause and cheers. At that moment, I knew that just like me, these workers, despite how long they had been in the factory, had been waiting for the death of Rainbow Dash. They were just too scared to ever do anything. The sound of the applause caused a warm feeling to build up inside of me, despite all the events that had just unfolded. The workers knew that their endless nightmare had finally come to its end. And at long last, they were getting out of this hell. I dropped my intimidation and raised a hoof, silencing all the workers. You're not going to take Rainbow Dash's place, are you?
I hope not.
From among the crowd, a voice full of fear. I shook my head, hearing the mare let out a long sigh of relief. I refuse to become a monster again. Don't look at me as your hero, because I am no hero.
No.
If you want out of this factory, take the 3rd floor exit. If you don't want out, you can enjoy a painful death along with the rest of this demented facility. The device you stand before will explode in 10 minutes.
Yeah, right! You are only bragging just like every other time in the past, you pathetic bitch.
Ooh!
You think I'm joking? I stated, grabbing hold of one of the steel bars in front of me and pulling on the sturdy bars until the bars managed to loosen. I didn't hold up, and with all my strength, pulled the bars clean from the side of the Pegasus device. Once I had hold of the bars, I held those steel bars above my head, making my way to the opening of the Pegasus device's blades. With all my hate infused, I shoved the steel bars as hard as I could into the center of the opening, hearing the blades seize. Sparks from the grinding blades escaped the opening, managing to hit me. But at this point, pain was an illusion to me.
Pressure.
Absentia's death, along with Rainbow Dashes, had broken all sense of
My
being
cat's going
beheaded.
mad.
This factory had met its final straw with me, and now it was going to pay for all it had done to me.
How?
Using every bit of strength, I shoved the steel bars deeper into the opening, hearing the device fall to silence. The worker who had spoke out had realized
Well,
that
you're gonna cause the thing to explode. If you do actually.
had started to work toward the third floor.
It's gonna cause pressure or
It
something.
felt horrible for
isn't it?
leaving Rainbow Dash to die here, but time was not on my side. The machine was starting to build up with pressure, so I quickly started to move off of the balcony toward the exit along with every other one.
It's a bit like, it's a bit like a steam cooker. If you block the steam cooker,
everything.
bang.
With one final glance, I trotted down the balcony stairs, but not toward the exit. During all my years here, I had always wondered what lied in Rainbow Dash's room. It was time to find out, and I had an idea of what the password was, because I knew Rainbow Dash. She was, and always will be, my sister till the day I die.
Skiddaloo?
I didn't decide to waste any time and quickly flew from the factory floor to the forbidden floor, the fourth floor. The fourth floor I imagined to be like a penthouse for the Overmare, as I approached the outside of the password encoded door. The keypad for the door exceeded 20 characters, so the password was clearly only something that Rainbow Dash knew by heart, or some pony that was close to her. Some pony like me. I approached the keypad and typed in a 16-digit password, a phrase she always told me in times when I was depressed. My access was granted immediately as the steel door slid open. Inside was not a luxury room, but only what I could describe as something you'd see in a haunted attraction on Nightmare Night. In one corner of the room was an Iron Maiden designed not to kill some pony, but torture them. At the bottom of it was rotten meat, along with vomit, urine, and even manure.
Ugh.
It had been recently used, due to the content at the bottom being fresh. I gagged due to the smell within the room being putrid.
Ugh.
To suppress the smell, I placed my hoof over my nostrils, trying to examine the room further, only to discover more torture devices and a cabinet radiating a red color. I walked closer to the cabinet, only to quickly figure out it was the medication Rainbow Dash was forced to take.
The red, something.
What in Equestria? I exclaimed.
Remarkable, isn't it?
Spoke
Who's
a
that?
voice from behind me.
Oh dear.
I turned to see a Pegasus dressed all in black, and their face covered by a hood and black shades. Who are you? I yelled.
Let's just say that I'm an associate, and the cause of your first death. I know who you really are, and why you came back. How you did it, I'm not sure. But I must say that I am impressed that you were able to accomplish what you have, considering you already died here on the first day you came back.
I was confused, and kept my distance from the associate.
Who is he?
No, I was saved by Absentia. You failed. The associate shook his head.
Take a look for yourself.
Said the associate, turning on a large number of monitors above my head. It was footage of the day I nearly drowned in the Pegasus device. I didn't understand what the associate was trying to prove. What does this prove? I snapped with aggravation.
Look at the timing.
Replied the associate. I watched the timestamp as the associate fast-forwarded the footage. The timestamp started at 7:20 a.m. and continued onward until the associate stopped at a shocking time of 10:34 a.m. Another worker opened the door on the Pegasus device, only for me to flow out of the machine onto the floor.
You're dead, but you're not dead?
As pale as a ghost. So without a doubt, I was dead. The monitor shut off as I turned to the worker.
Is he dead? Dead?
What kind of bullshit are you trying to pull?
Yes, tell me. Tell us.
None at all. I'd like to propose a deal with you, because now that Rainbow Dash is dead, some pony will have to take her place as Overmare.
What?
Not interested, I yelled.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice in the matter.
Replied the associate. as I felt two hoofs grab hold of me from behind. "Let me go!" I yelled, feeling the grip tighten.
Take her to the conversion chamber. We've got lots of work to do with this one.
I struggled.
Is it the pill again?
My hardest to escape the grip. If I didn't escape, I'd be converted into a ruthless monster like Rainbow Dash and would never escape the factory. Despite my efforts, the grip was tight and my strength was running out.
Oh, come
so I
on.
came closer to the room's exit.
No, come on.
Thanks, Gulu! I tried everything. I struggled with every bit of strength I had left, bit the hoof of my captor, and even kicked the captor so hard it sprained my hoof. Nothing was phasing the pony as we came to the entrance. I had no options left as the door opened and I gave up. The factory was my new home. A tear shed from my eye until I heard something that made my spine tingle, along with blood dripping onto my head.
Oh, what was
I
that?
looked up, noticing my captor's neck slit and the group loosening.
What?
I
What?
wiggled
What?
free from the grip, watching the body of the pony collapse forward over the bars to a fall of 120 feet to the factory floor.
Who's that? Who is it? Who?
I turned back to the associate, who I couldn't tell was scared, confused, or even expressing any sort of emotion.
How did that happen?
Questioned the associate. Let's just say I've got allies here, and you've got a shit ton of enemies. Enemies that want you dead, including me!
Oh!
Forward at the associate and tumbled him to the ground before he had any chance to strike back.
It's got a Lord of the Rings
He had
feel to
attempted
it as
to
well.
grab his taser, but dropped it before he could even get a full grip on the small device. I didn't hold back and threw my hooves into his face with every bit of strength I had in my hooves. The first hit was enough to break the bastard's jaw, along with multiple teeth. So with each hit, it didn't take long before his face looked like a shriveled up raisin smothered with ketchup.
What?
Both his eye sockets were being nimmered so hard that the entire back of his head had become part of the floor. Blood covered my face as I reached for his taser, ready to land the final blow to finish the Rainbow Factory. The associate couldn't even defend himself anymore, as I forced open his mouth and turned on the stun gun. With his mouth still open and the stun gun on full charge, I stuck the stun gun into his mouth and shoved the device down his throat, watching as the device fried the entire back of the associate's throat. The associate's upper neck slowly turned a black color before his flesh deteriorated to nothing but dead skin and ash.
That is disgusting,
The associate
man.
finally went limp, and at long last, the bastard was dead. I rose from atop the associate, walked out of the room, spread my wings, and flew toward the third floor where I could see a large number of workers struggling to get out of the factory. If this type of chaos continued, not even I would get out of the factory, so I had to take charge again. I landed on the third floor and attempted to get everyone's attention by yelling, but I could barely hear myself among the chaos. Realizing that trying to get their attention like this was useless, I decided to get more creative and flew back to Rainbow Dash's room, where I spotted a microphone to talk over the intercom.
Attention, all
I pressed
ponies!
the button to start up the intercom and approached the microphone. Stop! I yelled into the microphone. Do you want to live or die? If you want to live, then listen to me now and form a single file line down the skywalk. Walk out evenly, then fly off the roof of the factory. If you don't, there will be more fatalities than survivors. I released my hoof from the intercom button, then walked out of the room, immediately noticing that the workers had decided to listen to me. I quickly flew down to meet them and landed on the third floor. Workers, at the front, move out! I commanded. The long, slightly even line of workers started to progress further as a single file line was formed. I stared at the Pegasus device, noticing its gauges nearly in the red area. My estimation was that there was less than a minute before the machine would finally blow. Quickly! Go! Go! Go!
Go, 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 go.
The line of workers moved fast, now knowing that unless they moved, they would die here, in the hell that they were forced into, where they were forced to do unspeakable
Just
things to other Pegasi.
blow the fucker.
The one place they didn't want to die in, the place where every pony's fears and horrors come true, harvested from the minds of the demented and wicked, created to harvest rainbows in a morbid manner. The Rainbow Factory. Within a 30-second time duration, the tail end of the line had reached the exit. I could smell the fresh air outside of the factory, something that I had not smelled for nearly 3 years. The only smells I had endured all those years at the factory were the smell of blood, death, and spectra. Smells I would never forget in all my remaining years in Equestria. The opening to the outside
Sounds disgusting,
world was
man. I can
visible
tell you,
to
it
me.
does sound disgusting.
With very little time remaining, I stuck my hoof out, ready to feel the heat of Celestia's sun once again, ready to breathe the fresh air of a new day, ready to finally leave the factory forever. Suddenly, something was wrong. As if a concrete wall were covering the entrance to the outside, I couldn't step through the doorway. One lone mare attempted to assist me, but she couldn't reach past the doorway. It was as if there was an invisible wall between her and I, and it was impenetrable. I wanted to cry, now realizing that the factory was not going to let me go. I was stuck, trapped, and was going to die in this hell-bent facility. "Leave me! Fly away!" I commanded the factory worker.
I can't leave you to die,
Claimed the factory worker.
Who's that
"As your
talking?
overmare, I command you!" I concluded, watching tears form in the worker's eyes. She reapproached me and spoke something that made me feel warm on the inside.
Thank you for freeing us.
She spoke to me. As response, I just nodded my head and watched as the worker flew away from the factory, free at last. I didn't deny anything and walked back into the factory, flying from the 3rd floor to the factory floor. I knew where I wanted to die, because I didn't want to die alone. Not here. Not again. I walked back to the top of the Pegasus device and lied down next to my big sister's body. In my final moments, I felt comfort. I didn't feel alone or sad. I had done what I came here to do. And even though in the end, Mojang turned out to be just another victim of the factory, and I had to kill her anyways, I knew I didn't do it out of revenge. I did it to free my sister from her life of torture and corruption. The fact that my sister was free made me feel accomplished. I had not failed. I had won. It may not have seemed like it, but I had won.
Don't die! Scooter, no, Scooter, please don't die, please.
I smiled and cried as I felt
You
the
got so
Pegasus
much to live
device
for.
finally collapse on the inside, and the factory had begun to vibrate as if an earthquake were occurring. The only thing I felt before the Pegasus device became to nothing but shards of metal was a strong vibration against my body, and a large number of pinches all over my body. "Reach for the skies," I said, as I died.
Hey, Scoots.
Spoke a familiar voice as I opened my eyes. I opened my eyes, only to see Rainbow Dash. She held her hoof around my body and looked at me with a smile. "Where are we?" I asked.
Okay, Scoots. You're out of the factory. We all are.
I was confused.
You're
until
dead?
I looked above me.
You're dead?
A large number
What?
of Pegasi were above us, ascending into a large body of clouds. Among those Pegasi were Absentia, Orion, and Aurora. Was it true? Was I truly free? I decided to look down, even though some say it's not best to. Below me was a large mass of black smoke, and the weather factory ablaze in flames. The factory was nothing but rubble now, a lost nightmare that I could now forget. It was over. The factory was no more. "So, now where do we go?" I asked Rainbow Dash.
Home, Scoots.
Replied Rainbow Dash. I smiled as Rainbow Dash and I broke into a large body of clouds, where a beautiful light shone upon a new solitude. "Reach for the skies, and you'll find home.
You're dead.
I'm home.
You're dead.
I'm free."
You're dead.
come on! Oh, come on!
What? What? She's dead. See what you did? That's a new printout. I need to print a new one out to increase. I'll get a new one. Don't worry, I'll print a new one. Fuck, she's dead. Fuck. What? She's safe, but is it? Maybe Scoots can see Applejack's parents now. Okay. That was a good video. Or good, yeah. Take your own sacrifice and all that, and well, she's dead. She's fucking dead. What are you thinking, Skylar? What the fuck are you? Anyway, no one dies. I mean, no one lives. Well, some people live. Or some pony live. Anyway, that was a good end to the last chapter. Scoot. Oh, come
on!
Fucking kill, Sweetie Belle. Shut up. Scootaloo's dead, you fucker. Surely she knew that. The ultimate sacrifice, I think. The ultimate sacrifice. Well, this has been Marco Hyder, and I'll see you later on. Oh, yes.